What annoys the fuck out of you? Trash less than 2 feet from trash can. Fake X on ads. Obnoxiously bright headlights. People who still try to act like a high school bully well into adulthood. People who get on the train before allowing people off. I will stand in your way until you get out of my way so I can get off the fucking train. Drivers who pull out in front of you on the road when they clearly didn't have enough time. Speakerphone conversations, TikTok videos on public transport. When I just put on fresh socks and then step on a drop of water. Clickbait. I'm so fucking tired of seeing articles and videos with ridiculous titles, thumbnails. I don't need to have my fucking mind blown to be convinced to watch a video about dovetail joints, okay? Just get to the goddamn point. This obviously goes double for videos that are meant to be educational in some way. Ads. They are everywhere. I expect it soon on my X-rays, looking in the mirror in my car, glasses, and everything they try to call smart. What's the marketing logic here? If your ad annoys me the whole time, do you really think I'm gonna buy your product? Who even buys stuff so spontaneously, except for those people who need help? Cookie-related notifications. Probably quite niche, but when you pull some leggings out the washing machine and they are wrapped around everything else and it pulls everything onto the floor. I don't have much of a life. Littering. People who get off an escalator that stop and look around. People standing in the way in shops, fucking move. People who fail to use their turning signal. When you're driving and you hear something rolling around in your trunk making an annoying noise, and you tell yourself, when I get to my destination I am taking that thing out to stop that noise, but you never remember. Ever. And it stays in your trunk forever. My cat scratching to get in my room aggressively just to want out 5 minutes later. This is a never-ending cycle. That nearly all help on the internet these days for the topics I'm interested in are in the form of videos instead of a simple FAQ. We'll use a video game example. If I'm having trouble figuring out how to do something and Google it, I don't get anything written down for how to solve it, I get 13-minute long videos. Marketing for mediocre movies. The best horror movie since The Exorcist. And it's a remake of a superior Korean movie. This scene is so scary, nobody in the entire world has the balls to watch it. And it's a PG-12. Me pumps gas, pay at pump. Pump receipt? Me yes. Pump walk yo ass inside and see the cashier. People who block the whole aisle with their shopping cart and proceed to move at the pace of a snail. Lots of shit. Blood pressure is pretty high. I need to chill the fuck out. Me. That motherfucker procrastinates too much, especially by spending time on Reddit. People who drop hints then get mad when you don't pick up on them. Why can't we talk about issues and get things resolved instead of playing games? When I'm looking for a recipe online and someone tells me their life story for like 3 pages before they get to the actual recipe. Edit, thank you all for the suggestions in the replies to help jump straight to the recipe. I don't know how I hadn't noticed there was a jump to recipe button, smiling face with open mouth and cold sweat. People reading a headline, making baseless assumptions about what they think the article is about, and then getting angry about those assumptions as if they are facts. When people put words in my mouth. E.g., I like black, oh, so you hate white. I feel terrible for saying this, but my grandpa's new wife. She is kind sometimes but doesn't understand when to not talk about certain things. After losing my baby, 4 days after the fact, she kept bringing it up and would introduce me to people as the girl who just lost her baby. She also said I was much smaller than she expected me to be after losing my child. Everything. Am I getting old? should've. People who play on their phone at red lights and miss the green. People who try to change my mind when I've declined an invitation. Take no for an answer and desist with the hard sell. Being pushy doesn't change my no to a yes, it just changes my answer from no to a pissed off no. People who yell when they talk, people who chew with their mouth open, and people who use video chat or speakerphone in public. Get all three and I might just commit a felony. People who aren't aware of their surroundings. The grocery store is my personal hell. People who ghost their friends as soon as the friendship requires a tiny amount of effort from them. Influencer culture and its horrendous societal impact. People standing in the way when they see people actively trying to get through. It makes me end up having to take a longer path because they aren't gonna move and I can't speak up. People not returning their shopping cart to the corrals. Guess what? What? No, you have to guess. Selfish people. People that don't consider other people are the worst. Performative outrage. That shit needs to stop. Condescending people and all those who enjoy reminding everyone around them of their importance. We couldn't care less who you are so long as you have the decency to treat others you encounter, particularly those who've been more than patient and polite in your presence, with a semblance of dignity and respect. Hearing people eating loudly. Oddly enough, when an animal does it, it makes me smile. People who think it's funny to spoil things before they come out, or right after. Inconsiderate, greedy, selfish and egocentric people. Co-workers, or I guess just people in general that do similar things, that talk about how they don't have time to complete their work, but spend 75% of their workday gossiping. People who can't walk to the right on a sidewalk. Not being able to reach that one spot on my back that always itches. Adults thinking screaming at children will make them calm down. That the internet itself is getting more and more censored in a way that is only meant to please advertisers. PPL touching my shit without my permission. In fact, there's no way to put this nicely. What annoys me, more than anything, is non-fat people telling me I cannot call myself fat because they don't like that word. My mom's friend had dinner with us. In conversation it went to my weight and how I'm working out because I'm tired of being fat. Oh no, don't call yourself that, honey, you're not fat, you're beautiful. I never said I wasn't beautiful, I said I was fat. Advertising. Borderline unethical. Every motherfucker is clamoring for your attention to sell you trash you don't need, every minute of every day. I don't like that you have to pay to not be advertised to. I get it. Companies gotta make a buck. I don't have to like it though. People that make videos in the gym. Please stop. People in the workplace who act like they're still in high school with their drama and cliques. Aside from not having to commute, I think this is another big reason why many people would rather work from home. People staring at me. My hysteric parents who could start yelling so loud of any little crap I could do or say. I can't describe how well it is to live in a complete silence after all these years. Ads. Ads fucking everywhere. Ads with fucking malware and annoy voices. Bluetooth speakers in public. I will throw it and you in the sea. Everything becoming subscription-based and a cashless future. It really scares me that we don't actually own the things we buy, and when we go cashless there will be no physical version of your life's earnings and your worth in this modern era unless you have valuable items. We'll revert back to trading and favors to avoid banks seeing our transactions. I'm kind of a moron, so correct me if I'm wrong. It just scares me that everyone seems so happy about it because it's convenient for them.